Happen. I mean, we'll see after this fight, and you know, to my fault, it's something that I'm not gonna talk about to the public. I'm not gonna talk about to my fault. It's something that I'm not gonna talk about to the public and stuff like to my fault to my fault to my fault. It's something that I'm not gonna talk about to the public and stuff like that, and things that, oh, I need this, or you need to do this, you need to do that. For me, boxers have, we got egos too. Somebody telling me I need to do something, I need to do this, or he telling me I need to do this, I need to do that. That just plays into it. So not the fight not happening, that plays into it. So I just feel like it just need to happen behind closed doors, and something that our teams talk about, and hopefully the fight can be made. So I definitely think it's very promising, especially with me snatching this other belt from Ugas. So we'll see. It definitely needs to happen. I mean, we'll see.
Yo, this is Deontay the Bronx Bomber Wild, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. And I'd like to give a big shout out to CJ Goodfellow, Sports TV. Bombs.
Greenwood Stock Trading wants to show you how to make money in the stock market. Be a successful investor and make money from anywhere in the world you choose to be. Travel more. Spend more time with friends and family. Or simply just enjoy the freedom to have fun. What are you waiting on? Join us today on your successful options trading journey.
All right, man. Let's talk about this is making the rounds where fans are seeing Errol Spence admit to holding up the Terence Crawford fight. Even Errol Spence channels on media outlets is starting to turn on him because of this comment. Now, he said this at the Ugas press conference. I kind of touched on it in the live, but I really didn't get to, put my cleats deep down there and really, do that. He said, to my fault, it's not something I'm going to talk about to the public and stuff like that. I need this and he needs that. So, at the end of the day, you listen long enough. You know what I'm saying? He said, did Errol Spence take blame for the Crawford fight not happening? To my fault. That's the first thing he said. To my fault. He started negotiating this. He started negotiating this through the public. He started doing that. He started, Bob won't give it to me. You know what I'm saying? He said, get a belt and we can make the fight happen and all. He started talking out his ass. Just like he was talking out his butt with Keith Thurman. He started talking out his butt about it. And now, fans starting to expose him.
That plays into it. So
you know what I'm saying? Like, people already know. People already know.
Something that our teams talk about, and hopefully the fight.
That he already been saying some questionable things. I'm not gonna let off his neck till he get in the ring. With me. And now people starting to see.
We'll see. It definitely needs to happen. I mean,
now people really starting to see what tip he on. And then it's only gonna get worse. Two ways it can get worse. He dominating. He just dominating. Stop Ugas. I think he will dominate. I'm not sure if he stop him, but he dominating. Stop Ugas.
You need to do that. For me,
you know what I'm saying? Or
somebody telling me I need to do something. I need to do this, or he telling me.
Or and after the fight, and Keith Thurman jump in the ring, and him and Keith Thurman start lip wrestling and lip boxing in the ring, and he don't fight Bud. Then it's gonna get super duper bad for him.
It just need to happen behind closed doors, and
that's just the honest truth.
Our teams talk about, and hopefully the fight can be made.
And to my fault, of course it's been your fault, bro. You said you was the shot caller.
With me,
if you the shot caller and you've been the shot caller in the division. And you make everything go. You make everything, you know what I'm saying? You make everything mix up.
To my fault, you
the chess mover of the division. Of course it's your fault. You just gotta start listening to what people say. If you the shot caller, then you can fake the Crawford fight happen.
For me, boxers have.
If you never go against Al Heyman, the money guy, you know what I'm saying? All this on you.
I need to do this, or he telling me I need to do this.
All this on you.
That just plays into it. So not the fight not happen, that plays
And
into it.
now people who's pro
I just
Earl
feel
who didn't
like,
really believe it
you
now,
need to have
they
it behind
starting to
closed
see it.
doors,
And this is why
something
Leo
that our
Santa
teams talk
Cruz,
about, and
this
hopefully
why
the
Leo
fight can
Santa
be
Cruz can
made.
get
So,
away,
I definitely think
with
it's very
with ducking
promising,
and that stuff of that
especially
type of nature. And Ray
with
Vargas
me
and Mark
snatching this other
Mayakoso,
belt
they
from
next, and then
Ugas.
I heard
So
Leo supposed to
we'll
get the
see.
winner.
It definitely needs to happen.
You know,
We'll see after this fight.
this
And,
why dudes like Mark Mayakoso,
to my
Leo Santa Cruz can duck and really not get no consequences because he ducked with kindness. He be quiet and ducking, you know what I'm saying? Even though it turned out that he really wasn't ducking Gary Russell Jr. like that. Just Gary was pricing himself out. And that man say, to my fault. I'm the shot caller. Porter asked him live on stage. He said, "Do you feel like the winner and be able to really control what they do?" He said, "I've been the shot caller." And everybody want to hide behind business. They want to hide behind Top Rank, and nobody thought Crawford would be able to lead Top Rank as clean as he did. He had a hell of a deal. He had a hell of a deal. And Top Rank took care of him. Now he left Top Rank, and people see how fruitful it was for him, how good it was. I mean, shit, I'll let Bob Arum talk shit about me too, because for defamation too, because I sue him when I'm done anyway. I'm making good money. Making great money. That's what you got. You got to pay me that money and stop me from going to PBC, even though wasn't nothing over there at PBC for me anyway. Ain't none over there but pain and heartache, but ducking. You got to sit over there for 3 or 4 or 5 years before you get the fight that you want. You the shot caller, you can do whatever you want to do. You can do whatever you want to do. To my fault, of course it's your fault. You start negotiating with that man in the media. All Terence Crawford did was say, you know what, I like to fight Keith Thurman. And Stephen A. Smith was saying, well, why not Errol Spence? He said, well, Keith Thurman got the 2 belts, but if that's the fight they gonna give me, I fight Errol Spence. Then Errol Spence, I don't know what made him. I don't think he ever counted on that fight happening. And I don't think he never counted on his fan base starting to turn against him. And a lot of dudes that's been pro Errol Spence is turning against him. I ain't got to say no names. And he didn't spawn as many channels as Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather. And if he ever do get in the ring with Errol Spence, it's gonna be a lot of channels with Terence Crawford. Win, lose, or draw, or 2 or 3 times. A lot of channels it's gonna disappear. There's a lot of channels in the Pacquiao Mayweather era. They channels was built on Pacquiao Mayweather. When Pacquiao Mayweather happened, it disappeared because it was so bad that you couldn't even justify a rematch. A lot of guys disappeared and they tried to come back and get back in the game, and it's just not the same. Your 100,000, 500,000, 600,000 subs was built on Pacquiao Mayweather. When it happened, it was shebang, it's gone. But of course, it's his fault. It's always been his fault. And that's why he always was yelling and screaming to the camera, Bob won't give him to me. He on the wrong side of the street, this, that, and the third, and the fifth. And now you listen to somebody, you listen to him talk closely. He gonna tell you who fault it is. He gonna tell you the truth. Gonna tell you exactly what's going on. And now he gonna start fake. Now, and then it didn't really matter. Without the press conference, it don't matter. Because come April 16th, if they make it to that fight, 100%, and when he win that fight, like we all know he gonna win that fight. Anything, if Keith Thurman hop in the ring, they announce the Keith Thurman fight, they don't announce nothing. They don't announce jack shit, nothing. You know what I'm saying? All the questions, a lot of reporters, maybe not that night because they in the Magna Media room, but a lot of people gonna be asking him about that fight. And if his next fight ain't Terence Crawford, I think if the fight ain't made after the fight or Keith Thurman fight get in there, I think a lot of people will have a lot of questions. Unless he gonna fight Boots. That's the only way. He be like, well, I'm moving up, and people gonna know what time it is. Charlo getting all mad, Jamel screaming, and He better not come up here. He better do what Errol Spence say so. Well, if I got more credentials and I've been making more money than him, why would I do what he say so? If they ain't got the money, we should be going to the zone and seeing if they got the money. We should be going to the Middle East, see if they got the money. If Al ain't got the money, what am I doing what they say do for? You seem like the fool. You ain't making no money and he control everything you do. And then on top of that, he can't even give y'all proper publicists to know how to answer a simple question about Terence Crawford myself. To my fault, of course, I'm the shot caller. Of course you is. He could have been made this fight happen. Could have went back to Al, so let's do it sooner than later. Just as Keith Thurman could have went to Al Hammond and said, let's do this sooner or later. Let's send a contract to Errol Spence and let's see if he really want to get in there and mix it up with me. Keith Thurman could have got rid of this problem. Now they gonna be fighting for fucking peanuts. Keith Thurman bringing in 30,000 pay-per-views reported allegedly. And Errol Spence, we gonna see what he do versus Ugas. He ain't bringing in 5, 8, 9. That was the Pacquiao fight. You know, if you listen to him close enough, you can tell his whole demeanor. He don't want to say the name. They probably say until he accept our offer, we not gonna say his name. Jamel going out there, do what he say, why would I do what he say, bro? And he ain't making the money I'm making. He ain't did what I did. And you ain't did what I did. You come on. You crying about the pound for pound list. Why, I'm taking short money for what? And if I did take short money, I mean I'm broke and I've rushed into a bad deal and I ain't broke. I took care of my money. So that don't make no sense. Of course, it's his fault. Of course, to my fault. Of course, I'm the shot caller. I'm this, that, and the third. Of course, he been telling y'all that. But people choose to listen to what they want to listen to. And Crawford, when he walking away from the Errol Spence fight, that's just frustration. That's all it is. It's frustration. This man been telling y'all. Now he getting to it. Now all I gotta do for me beating his ass. Now I gotta beat his ass and don't get no credit because he went out there and he got into car accident. Even without the car accident, people would have said he drained. He a drained fighter. He a drained fighter. He probably really don't really count on getting in the ring with him. He probably don't. And now he did everything PBC fighters and asked him to do. He did everything Errol Spence, Terence Crawford did everything he asked him to do. He cut ties with Bob. He free, and now all of a sudden, the money funny. And it must be funny. They trying to make Charlo Caleb Plant in the winner of that play Benavidez, and now Charlo scared to move up fight to Benavidez. We won. Now the winner of Benavidez and Plant got to fight for no belt when they could have been a unification bout. Let you know they in trouble. Because now they got to produce big fights and big numbers. Because Fox getting out the deal, they cut funding. We talked about that already. Fox cut funding. You know what I'm saying? The licensing fees not there. They cut the funding and they don't have nowhere to go. Once again, they're gonna be jammed up on Showtime once again. And CBS won't even let them use the television channel as a safety valve no more. So it's rumors they was headed over to Paramount Plus. They might be headed over to the app. You know what I'm saying? Showtime will never have enough subscribers to build the fighter on there. So he might have to go back to buying TV time. It'd be interesting to see what his next move is. With Fox being out there, maybe they can do something with Fox on a limited basis. But, he probably should have did something with the Zone. But I don't know how Showtime would have liked that. But, shit, Showtime don't have no control when they go over to Fox neither, when all the fights was going over Fox. So competitor is a competitor. But of course, now they got to start making big fights, and they might be forced to make this Crawford fight because Ugas pay-per-view don't do well. You know what I'm saying? People say, you going to that fight? Why would I go to that fight, bro? Why would I talk shit about him and go to his fight and he still ain't did what I asked him to do? Which he ain't got to do nothing I asked him to do, but I'm just saying he still ain't fought Terence Crawford. That's when I become a patron again. And then he waited so long that the fight is beyond beyond repair. I would say beyond repair, he's not the same fighter. Crawford older, he more damaged. Must be interesting. Ugas upset the apple cart, 0% chance that happens. 0% chance. They're not gonna let Ugas go in there and beat Errol Spence. And then if he do beat Errol Spence, don't be counting on Ugas to fight Crawford. They gonna make Errol Spence get back in that ring. So I mean, that don't surprise me. None. So even if Ugas win, you know, it's by some miracle, it ain't gonna happen. But of course, it been this far, and people just didn't want to believe. It been Errol Spence's fault, bro. Now he admitting it. Oh, I'm the shot caller. If you the shot caller, call that shot to fight Terence Crawford. Won't say his name. There's been rumors that he asked for $20 million, you know, to fight him. It's been, you know what I'm saying? Oh, Crawford got to take 80-20. You know what I'm saying? What Crawford gonna do next? I said before, however the fight get made, Crawford take less money, I don't really care. Credit to him for wanting to fight. But they really trying to age him out. That's what they've been doing from day one, trying to age him out. And Errol Spence aging faster than he is. You know what I'm saying? And what they really want to do is move up. You know, what they really want to, that's why they ain't acknowledge his belt. They did everything. What they really want to do is move up and leave him with them young killers and Keith Thurman. That's what they really want to do. But my thing is, if they really don't care shit about boxing, that's what they gonna do. If they really don't care about boxing advancement, that's what they gonna do. And I wonder how the Errol Spence people gonna say he should have took the 70-30, 60-40, 80-20. He reached the fight. You still gonna have a nice percentage of those people who gonna be saying that from the sideline. You still will. You're gonna still be having a nice percentage of those people who are gonna be saying that from the sideline. You know, but you know, it is what it is. There's a whole bunch of people that's never gonna say that Errol Spence avoided or was scared to fight Crawford or afraid to fight. You still gonna have people that's not gonna say it. No matter after this fight, he move up, fight Keith Thurman, don't fight him. If you fight him, you can't say that because he fight him, even though he didn't fight him in a respectable time period. But you know, at the end of the day, he has some things that happen, so I can't really say that. So it's still gonna people that's gonna be Team Spence regardless. You know, but you know, come April 16th, or by the time April 17th, we should have more clarity on this about what he's doing next. So it is what it is. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. That subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop a video. Check out the Linktree link in the description. Hit that Linktree link, take you everywhere I produce content at, or I am on social media. Linktree link. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal in the description. Appreciate everybody that showed me birthday shout outs. Appreciate y'all. But let me know in the comment section. Peace.